Welcome. Great to have you here. I'm Daniel Harmon. I am creator of Tuttle Twins TV show.
And I'm Johnny Vance. I do whatever you ask me to do. do a few things on the show.
Johnny's a writer. He's a director. He's a voice of Ethan. He's a lot of things on this show. And we are so excited to have you here for the world premiere of episode 5 of Tuttle Twins. Okay. Let us know where you're watching from in the comments right now. That'll get the algorithms going on YouTube and on Facebook, wherever you're watching from. So give us a comment. Tell us where you're watching from. And also click the like button or a reaction of some kind. That really helps out the algorithm so that more people see this show everywhere else.
Even the dislikes button might help. Who knows? No, just the like one. Couple of items first.
Yes.
Shipping.
Well, we should give them just a little bit of a heads up.
Yes.
So in the past, we have tried to get to the episode as quickly as possible because we know you have kids watching that really want to get to that. Today, we're going to extend just a little bit longer before we start the episode, but that's because we have a huge announcement that we think you'll be really excited for. We're super excited about it.
We're super excited.
So, anyway.
Okay, a couple things first. Shipping update. So everyone who has ordered merch for Christmas, you all know that there are problems with shipping all around the country. We've had them too. But as we speak, the creators of our graphic novels are driving a huge shipment of books here so that we can get them to you in time for Christmas. So way to go. We love those guys at Corvus Comics. And so if you order today, everything but the new Derek shirts from 4 and 5 will get to you by Christmas.
That's if they ordered today.
If you order today, yeah.
That's right.
At TuttleTwins.store.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, reach out to customer support at Angel Studios. And once again, the last day to get the Freedom is Wild 4 shirt is today, and Roll shirt. And then we have the episode 5 shirt as well. So this is the last one to get this today.
This is the last day for this one. And then TuttleTwins.store has this new shirt.
Yes, this is episode 5. It'll make a lot of sense after this.
After you see the episode. Yep. Okay. All right. A little context before we get to the big announcement. So let's talk the history of fandom. Being a fan of something used to be just kind of sitting down on the couch and watching it, or maybe buying merch. And that was kind of how you interacted with a show. Then Angel Studios came around and allowed fans to invest in the show, like many of you have done for Tuttle Twins, which we really appreciate. Now tonight, we're officially introducing the next phase of fandom. You can now own the art of the show.
So tonight only, we're going to be doing an NFT flash sale of 600 frames from our golden scenes, or in other words, some of the most popular scenes in Tuttle Twins series to date. So across the first 5 episodes. Cue that 600 frame counter.
Well, they need to get the URL.
Oh, that's right. So you have to go to www.angel.com/NFT.
There it is.
So if you go to there, you can buy the best frames. And we're going to kind of explain this why this is so interesting. And secondly, if you're not interested in art or making money on speculation, go make some popcorn or just like complain in the comments of AOC's most recent YouTube video.
Maybe
get censored over there.
Okay. All right. So, oh boy. Things are kind of kicking in. So, what is an NFT and how can it be so valuable? In the early days of Disney animation, their storage was becoming completely full of these celluloids or frames of animation from their movies. And a few people suggested just throwing them away to make more space for other important stuff. But instead, Walt Disney saw their value and decided to sell these park goers at Disneyland, sell these frames to actual park goers at Disneyland for the equivalent of what would be $100 in today's money. So recently, Angel, our distributor, they bought this celluloid here from the Snow White movie. It's a one of a kind. Only one of these exists. You can see it's kind of, if I get it up there a little bit closer, it's of the dwarves, and this is one of the cheapest ones they could find. It was $15,000.
So $100 for $15,000.
Yeah, it's 150 times increase over the value of what Disney was selling these originally. So just crazy stuff.
So what Disney did and what he saw that made them so valuable were that he saw that fans wanted to own a piece of history. They wanted to invest in something that becomes so much more valuable. And these frames, like Daniel was saying, were scarce. I think we're getting a little bit of glare.
Yeah, a little bit of glare.
And they only make one frame. And so this scarcity gives it value.
Yep. All right, so now think of this in terms of another physical collectible good like Pokemon cards or like baseball cards, right? So when they're originally purchased, they don't cost that much, but some of them are worth now hundreds or thousands today. And this kind of phenomenon of collecting art is actually happening again with digital art called NFTs.
So NFT projects, like some of you may be familiar, there's one called Bored Ape Yacht Club. They're ridiculous art, but they've been super successful. Now they released 10,000 of those. The cheapest you can find one today is $200,000. And so it's valuable because it follows the same rules that Disney saw. People want to own a piece of history. They want to invest in something that could become much more valuable. And all these NFTs are one of a kind. They're scarce. And they have technology that shows that you are the single owner of the art.
That's right. Okay, so tonight we are dropping exclusive NFT animation frames from the most popular scenes of our Tuttle Twins show so far. So what's so different about what we're doing tonight? So unlike the NFTs that you earned in the past, those were random. Sometimes they were really great frames, and sometimes they weren't so great frames.
Yeah, sometimes they're kind of fuzzy.
They're from anywhere in the episode, right? And that was a little bit of what was delivered. It was just everyone got a random frame. I got a frame I'm not as excited about, and other ones that I was. But tonight that's changing, right?
Tonight we're giving you the chance to buy NFT frames from the first 5 episodes, and these are all from Golden Scenes. So some of the scenes that we're going to be selling tonight that you can buy right now at angel.com/NFT. Grandma Teeping Stalin from episode 1. Worms Don't Have Eyes. The scene from the Space Pirates. Do we have some of these we can show on screen, John?
I think we have a clip to show of these, or maybe not.
Here it is. Here we go. So we got Copernicus eating this lemon. My kid loves this one. We have
supposed to eat it.
next scene.
I've upset a lot of Soviets. Who hasn't?
So we have this Grandma Teeping Stalin. I really hope I get this one.
Worms don't have eyes.
Here's the Worms Don't Have Eyes. All right, the Space Pirates.
Space pirates!
I finally get to use my emergency
Derek eating
kit.
art supplies.
I've got colored pencils. I've got crayons. I've even got paint.
Corinne trying the corn dog for the first time. The Tuttle dogs, right?
Yep.
Can you skip it?
It's gross and I hate it.
All right, and several other. There's a few more, right?
There's
a few
5 more
scenes
scenes,
as well.
yeah, yep.
So that's where these frames are being pulled from. Is from the favorite, most popular parts of the series so far. So to date, you have earned about 5,000 random NFTs from the episodes that have been released. We sent an email to all of you thousands of NFT owners, and the results blew us away. So far, only 28 people would sell their NFT for less than $25.
Of the thousands of people we sent the email to.
That's right. That's
28
the results. And then over 41% won't sell at all. They're like, no, I'm keeping this for my posterity. And half of them refuse to sell their frames for under $1,000. So you probably won't get a better discount than tonight at angel.com/NFT.
So here's the prices. We're selling one of these frames from a Golden Scene for $50, or you can buy 5 and get them for $30 each. Or if you buy 10 frames, you can get them for $25 each. And we'll be selling 600 frames again from these scenes. But to make sure everyone has a chance to buy, we're limiting the amount of frames anyone can buy to 60. So
is that number right? I'm seeing the update.
Can we put the update back on?
Can we put the update back on of how many we've already sold?
Is that a glitch or is that
I
right?
think that's actually right.
Okay, so one person can buy the rest of the frames.
We're down to 54 frames. Okay.
Sorry.
This is amazing response.
We took too long. You guys were like, get to it already. All right, 44. All right, 40, 32.
Maybe they're just wanting the episode to start, and they're like, fine, I'll spend
We'll buy it.
Just to get you guys to
may
shut
have
up.
given too good of a
This is
discount
amazing.
on this, so.
And I can't say enough about this because really this is historic, what's going on right now of being able to own a piece of the show. I've never been able to do this in my lifetime at all. I'm not going out and buying Snow White frames, all as cool as that would be. And this is a really cool opportunity for people to get on them. Man, this is amazing. They're just dropping fast.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when you buy a Tuttle Twins NFT, again, you own art from the show, but more importantly, this goes to funding season 2 and helping the show continue to create content into the future. So if this frame here from Walt Disney's Snow White is now worth $15,000, how much will Tuttle Twins frame be worth down the road if we reach 100 million kids with the show, which is our mission? That's our goal. That's what we want to do, is change the hearts and minds of kids, the long game, well into the future, make people that vote better, that are more inspired to go out and change their communities for the better, change their country. That's what we want to do. So,
and if you want to sell, if you buy it tonight and you want to sell, for a little bit of a profit, possibly, Angel is working so you can sell your frames to interested fans and buyers as early as February.
How are we
1st.
going into the negative? How is this possible?
How do we go into negatives?
Okay,
we'll figure this out during the break.
I know that we are selling them. Yeah, we'll figure the technical thing out. So anyway, go to angel.com/NFT to buy frames from the golden scenes.
To bought frames.
Gosh, past tense.
Thank you, guys. This is the #1 crowdfunded kids show for a reason. People love it, and we could not do this without your support. And so without further ado,
Well, they need to stay tuned. Afterwards,
Stay tuned.
if you have more questions about NFTs, we'll be having Neil and Jeffrey from Angel on with us. They're founders of Angel Studios. They'll help answer more questions about this going forward. Just make sure and stick around if you want to see more about that. But again, thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for all your support. And without further ado, the world premiere of episode 5 of Tuttle Twins. Enjoy the show.
Last time on the Tuttle Twins.
I want to be an entrepreneur.
We present to you the park's very first food stand.
Tuttle Dogs. The fabric of space-time is collapsing. This is all our fault.
If only we had loved Derek more! Hold on. There was no corn dog apocalypse.
Derek, stop fiddling with the flashback controls. You have to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That's more like it. Man, corn dog sales are awesome this week. We should think about expanding. What if we... Whoa.
Wow. Oh, finally. A response to my noise complaint. Officer, that kid chews too loud.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you to stop selling these amazing corn dogs.
What? Why do we have to stop selling our corn dogs? And how did you know they were amazing?
The law says outside food carts and trucks can't sell here.
That's a stupid law!
Huh?
Corinne, did we just agree on something?
No. Ugh. Yes, but I didn't want to agree twice.
Listen here, little shorts. They're just kids.
It's Lieutenant Schwartz. And you say those are children? That's even worse.
You didn't know they were kids?
I'm a terrible judge of age.
Not a great quality for a cop.
Are you their sister?
Yes, and I'm single too.
Okay. Ticket for you. One for you. I didn't forget about you. Hey, you.
Yes.
Call me Friday.
Such a charmer.
No fair! What kind of law doesn't let precocious young entrepreneurs start an innovative corn dog business, huh?
It's the same one that tells my mom where she can and can't park her food truck.
Ivy's right. Me and the other food trucks have been forced to sell in terrible locations. It's actually illegal for food trucks and food stands to operate within 2 miles of a big restaurant, like Big Bob's Barbecue.
That's horrible! He wears white shoes after Labor Day?
This is my living, and if I can't sell my stuff, we're really going to struggle as a family.
We have to do something.
Ew!
Stop copying me. I'm not.
Ethan is handsome.
Wait, what?
I said I don't have a crush on you!
How is a terrible law like this ever created?
Let's find out. I've got a button for that somewhere. Key AC, moment of creation and implementation of protection. Ah, yes, this is the one.
Oh, inside jokes. It's always a good time with my pals on the city council.
I do enjoy a good steak, Robert.
Call me Big Bobby.
Okay, Big Bobby.
Those are Big Bob's boots.
You know, me and the other restaurant owners employ a lot of people. We've been around for a long time, and now these food trucks are taking our business.
And your business was here first, Bob. Well, I, for one, am against taking people's jobs away.
Sounds like he's with Mayor Jenkins.
He wasn't mayor yet. This is when he was city councilman Jerkins.
Jenkins.
Tomato, tomato.
What if I get the city council to pass a law? We'll call it the American Opportunity Act of Greatness.
I like your style, Jenkins.
The annual license fee or food handler's permit will hit the food trucks, but it'll need to hit restaurants too, Big Bob. Won't that hurt your business?
Yeah, a little. But that tax is nothing for me. My business is huge. I'll even have money left over to make a hefty donation to a certain future mayor.
Which future mayor?
Oh. You smell what I'm stepping in, right?
I think we've seen enough.
Now we'll never get back our corn dog stand. Oh, Derek, that ketchup on your mouth reminds me of all the time and work we put into creating our business. And now, it's all gone.
I can't believe the mayor made a law that hurts small businesses just to protect Big Bob.
It's called protectionism.
Protectionism? That word sounds like a good thing. What does it actually mean?
I'll let an expert tell you.
Woof. The interns are getting uglier. Well, hello, beautiful.
Not now, Getty.
Look at that!
Whoa. Henry Hazlitt, you devil! Kids, this is Henry Hazlitt. Henry is a well-known journalist and economics writer for publications like the Wall Street Journal. Henry also wrote 25 books throughout his life and was a co-founder of the Foundation for Economic Education.
And I'm a big fan of your Grandma Beth.
It's Gabby. How many time-traveling grandmas do you know?
Just you and Beth. What can I help you with?
Our corn dog stand was shut down.
Okay, I'm gonna need more context.
We want to to know what we can do to fight against protectionism. Also, we want to know what protectionism is.
Well, that's what I'm here to talk about. Perfect timing.
That's the point of a time machine.
We have to get off set. Okay, kids, right this way.
You're on in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Mark Fluby Show. I'm Mark Fluby. My guest today on the Mark Fluby Show is Henry Hazlitt. Hey, Henry, welcome to the Mark Fluby Show.
Oh, hello, Mark.
Fluby.
Good to be here.
So you're a professional makeup artist? You can't improve on perfection, but let's try.
So, Henry, can I call you Hen?
No.
Hen, you're outspoken on the subject of protectionism. How would you describe it to someone who doesn't understand it? Because I certainly do.
Well, protectionism is when laws protect larger businesses from the competition of smaller ones. This happens when big companies or even whole industries convince or lobby the government to give them special treatment. Protectionist laws are like a big wall that blocks off smaller businesses and takes away options for customers.
Now our corn dog stand is behind that wall.
Did you know the government takes tax money from families, individuals, and business owners to fund sports stadiums? That means your money gives sports teams an unfair advantage over other entertainment companies.
Yet they still can't manage to clean the bathrooms.
Or say there's a ride-share service. Oh, let's call it Fluber.
Fluber, eh? I love it.
And it's not allowed to take customers to the airport. This unfairly protects the taxi companies.
Derek, get down. No, Derek, no.
Can I vote on protectionist laws?
Well, occasionally. But these are more often decided by government organizations like city councils.
What can average people do to fight against protectionism?
Great question. People can band together and bring their case up in city council meetings. They can gain community support with petitions and raise attention through the news.
Well, everything's adding up to me, if you really think about it.
It's a rabid animal! The colors are a little soft, but don't worry, we'll fix it in post.
I can't believe how damaging protectionism can be.
Almost as damaging as vandalism, Derek.
It sounds like it's impossible to fight against protectionism. Why even try?
Hold on to your dimension-hopping hats, kids. Next stop, Atlantis.
Whoa.
Just before it's utterly obliterated.
Wait, what?
Niños, welcome to Atlantis.
Whoa! So in this dimension, Atlantis is actually real. Cool!
And this is before Atlantis is destroyed and mysteriously lost forever.
Emily, look! Atlantis has businesses, just like us.
The Atlantis Bucket Brigade? Huh?
Look, there's another one.
Welcome to Game Day. It's brought to you by the Bucket Brigade, eh?
These guys are everywhere.
Help, help!
What?
My house, it's flooding!
Quick, someone call the Bucket Brigade. Here they come now.
Here you go! What's the matter, boys?
That's the Bucket Brigade?
Those guys aren't helping at all.
Time to pay up, eh?
That's the third time this week, don't you know?
One more and you get a free slushie, eh?
Why does everyone in Atlantis sound like they're from Canada?
The real question is, why does everyone in Canada sound like they're from Atlantis?
How are we doing on knowledge juice, huh?
We're fine. I mean, learn something here or we die.
Look at that!
The water just disappeared into that house. That's not natural.
Let's go check it out. Hello? Anybody here?
What is this place?
Looks like the lab of a genius.
Or a lunatic.
Emily, look over here.
Niños, quiet. I hear something.
Hi, I'm Hester. I'm sorry. If your house is flooded, I'm not allowed to help.
Did you make all of this stuff?
I sure did.
Whoa.
So why aren't you allowed to help with flooding?
Oh, long story. That starts when I created this machine, the water moleculizer. It actually eliminates flooding. Here, tip this aquarium over.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
I could.
Don't worry. I got this.
Wow.
Your water moleculizer is way better than the Bucket Brigade. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but the future of Atlantis is moist.
Oh, I hate that word.
Well, the Bucket Brigade doesn't get rid of water. They just move it around. But they have no competitors, so they get all the business.
But competition is necessary. It forces businesses to do their best.
They learned that in the last episode.
The problem is the Bucket Brigade has a lot of friends in the government. And because of that, our city has made a law saying that bucketless companies can't do business here.
That's just like Big Bob taking away our corn dog business.
Well, you can complain about it, or you can do something about it. Personally, I like to do both.
Well, what can I do?
You can go to your city council.
What's a city council?
It's a place where politicians sit around and listen to citizens, but then rarely do anything about it.
Oh, yes, we definitely have one of those places.
You got this, Hester! Where is everybody? Hester sure could use more support. Excuse me?
What is it? I'm kidding. But seriously, you make it quick. We're going to lunch soon. The Bucket Brigade is buying again.
I hope he likes seafood.
Council members, our city is flooding at a faster rate every day. If it continues, we will soon be underwater.
Then we must expand our beloved Bucket Brigade, eh?
Or, I've got a device that'll make this water disappear much more effectively than the Bucket Brigade. If you would just let me run my company.
Listen, Hester, can I call you Hess?
No.
Hess, your business doesn't use buckets, and buckets mean jobs. We're doing fine. It's just a little moist.
Maybe you're fine, but our feet are soaked.
I think of it as a new indoor pool.
Maybe she has a point.
Darius, if we wanted your opinion, we'd be members of your political party. Speak of the devil, here's the Bucket Brigade now. Way to go, boys. Looking good.
Okay, no one is even listening to Hester. Since they're taking away the freedom for small businesses to thrive, their quality of life is literally sinking.
Now you're getting it.
We're gonna need a bigger wheelchair, Grandma.
Sorry, when I designed this, I thought your heads were smaller.
I'm gonna tell Plato all about this.
Who scheduled the pool party and didn't tell me about it?
Hold your breath. I've never tested this underwater.
Yeah, you should have tested it underwater.
Then I wouldn't get to use this.
Oh, I'm so sick sick of protectionism. It's destroying everything.
We've lost Atlantis.
We've lost our corn dog stand.
Yeah, I lost my even better, more delicious corn dog stand.
Ay, por favor.
I lost my invisible friend.
Let's do what Hester wasn't able to do. We are going to do everything in our power to reverse the city council's ruling against food trucks, and we're going to do it back by the support of the people.
Everybody listen up.
Okay, listen up, people.
Oh, cool. What's going on over here?
They're talking about getting rid of the food truck law.
If this goes right, we can start selling our amazing corn dogs again.
Don't get them, Tuttle. You got this, guys.
When other grandmas babysit, the kids just do puzzles and stuff.
Yeah. We should have her babysit tomorrow.
Now who's with us?
Local twins causing a stir today in our small town. They're looking to overturn a long-standing ruling against food trucks selling in the park. City Council plans to meet at the end of the week, and while we wait for the ruling, it's this newscaster's opinion that these kids have gumption.
Yeah, mine too.
The motion to replace all lampposts with beef sticks has been denied. We will now discuss the law on food trucks, aka the American Opportunity Act of Greatness, sponsored by our very own Mayor Jenkins.
Hey, everyone.
First, we will hear from Ethan and Emily Tuttle, local fifth graders and haters of America.
We love America. We just want the same opportunity that Big Bob had.
We are here, backed by the support of hundreds of small business owners, to ask that you get rid of the big taxes and the law that stops food trucks and carts from selling close to restaurants. Please.
Tell them, Tuttles.
I'm an hybrid in this.
This is an outrage! There's a food truck in my parking spot! They aren't allowed to sell around here!
They aren't selling anything. They're just here to support the repeal of the protectionist law that is hurting them.
Protectionist? Well, I don't even know what that word means. Why don't you all just go home or get back to work while you still can? Growing a business is tough. Deal with it. It took me years to get to where I am today.
Big Bob, sit your big bum down.
What? You.
My name is Corinne. I sell even better corn dogs than the Tuttles, no matter what the online reviews say. And now I have a little something to say about this food truck law.
And I assume you have a permit for that? Oh, she's quite terrifying, isn't she?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Big Bob's Big Sham.
Well, business is great. I'm just glad I don't have wheels on this thing.
It's always been my dream to own a restaurant, and having a food truck was a more affordable way to get started.
People loved my mom's pizza.
But now with these laws, I'm afraid I'll lose everything.
Since I don't have money to spare, I have to raise prices just to pay for the tax, which means fewer people can afford to buy my food, and I won't make enough money to pay for tax anyway.
It's impossible to serve the community if I can't park my van in the community.
I wish I had more food options around here.
I'm tired of Big Bob's barbecue.
We enjoyed going to our favorite food truck every Friday, but they had to close down their shop.
So, we have to eat bugs.
No. I do not feed my kid bugs.
Big business isn't a bad thing, unless it's trying to undermine small businesses. Protectionist voices stop our choices.
But as our good friend Henry Hazlitt said, Without protectionism, businesses of all kinds can thrive, which gives customers a lot to choose from.
For the good of the community, these laws must change.
And if the politicians aren't protecting our interests, we can vote them out of office.
Motion to overturn the restrictions on food trucks.
For all your video needs, contact Corinne's Video Production. Also available for weddings and bar mitzvahs.
This is an outrage! I've had enough of this malarkey. No more family discounts, Aunt May. Kids under 3 pay full price. You heard me, little Kevin. What? And all your loyalty points is revoked.
These laws will be overturned immediately after 6 months of paperwork.
Hey, Corinne, thank you. I know we're competing businesses and all, but this shows we don't always have to see eye to eye to still team up against bad laws.
Don't get used to it.
What camera do you use? I have the Cool Film 3.
I have the None of Your Business 3.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Here's one slice. Bye.
Enjoy. Here's your order. Thanks for your business.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
Hey, Tuttle Dogs. I'll take 3.
Coming right up.
This one's for you.
Ah, there it is.
We're back, baby.
Who is this Henry Hazlitt that Ethan quoted?
1 corn dog, please. A raccoon just ate the corn dog.
I'm so sorry. Let me help you with... We're closed.
Okay.
Wait a minute. That looks like... I've got you now, Tuttles.
What you guys think? It's a lot of fun, that episode. We're blown away because things have been going crazy. What does that say? There's 1,200 remaining?
I think, okay, so
That's
I think
a
that
glitch.
I don't know if there's that many remaining.
Yeah, I don't think so, but I do know that that number's right.
Yeah.
We've raised $31,000. That's incredible. Thank you so much. That is like mind-blowing, like way more than I think we ever anticipated with this, but it's super awesome. And I bought some of my own while you guys were watching the show, and I got a cool one. I got one of Copernicus and the lemonade stand, and I also got another one here of Grandma and the Stalin. So I'm pretty excited about that. But anyway, we have to play by the same rules as you guys do.
I know.
With this. So we have to go buy our own.
It'd be great if we could just take it off the top.
Off the top.
Pull the communist sort of method of... I'm just kidding.
Okay, so angel.com/NFT, that's where you can get your NFTs. And is that the new number that we have remaining?
I don't know. Yeah,
okay,
we'll
we're gonna figure that out in a second when we
looks like there's some glitching happening.
Okay, it is
down
the new
below
number.
in the bar.
That's okay. They've added more. Okay, that's awesome. We appreciate Angel doing that. All right, let's field some questions in the comments that you guys have had about the episodes, or if they're about the NFTs,
or about the show in general.
Yeah. Let's see if we've got some questions coming up here. Okay. Are you done creating graphic novels? I know you created one for episodes 1 through 3, but there are none for episode 4. So the answer to that is no, we are not done creating graphic novels. We will actually create one for every single episode. We just didn't create... it's hard keeping up with this release schedule. It's a lot to do, and we also didn't want to put it up on the website, and we knew if we dropped a graphic novel for episode 4, there was no chance it was going to deliver in time for Christmas, and we didn't want to have a bunch of people disappointed about that. And so we just kept it to episodes 1 through 3 that we know, again, if you order by tonight, we know that we can deliver in time for Christmas. But that was the main reason.
Yeah.
And there will be a graphic novel for every single episode. Just have a little patience with us. We're getting to it. So great question. Okay, next one.
Will the place to go, people to see, comedies to offend, be available in a different color? Oh, that's a good question.
I actually had that question too.
Do you want it in a different color? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
We are totally open to fan and investor feedback. This is your show, and we both like jumped at these shirts, but yeah, if there's a different color that you like, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Okay, next question from Addie and Wesley. I'm assuming those are the kids. Can you do the voice of Ethan live? Johnny,
come on!
Do it. There it is. There it is.
I get into Ethan in the booth a little bit more.
Yeah, let's do some other lines. Do some of the iconic lines.
You know, I can't even remember the lines right now.
All right,
feed me some lines, Addie and Wesley.
The first time that they find out Grandma has a time machine.
Okay. You have a digital clock? You have a time machine that's connected to a digital clock?
There you go. There's Ethan. Good job, Johnny. And then I would say, no, not good enough.
Not
do it
good
again.
enough. Yeah, that's how it is.
More excitement. Act like someone's. Yeah.
Act like a 12-year-old boy, Johnny. Act like it.
Okay.
Will we see the Tuttle Twins' other extended family members in the series, such as ancestors, visiting family members, etc.?
Ooh, that's a great question. To be determined. Ancestors is a really fun idea.
They'll say something in episode 8, actually.
Yes, there is a little bit of that happens. And it's just brief, right?
It is brief, yep.
And then will there be other, like, extended family? There's potential for all of that, but that's a great question. Obviously, we're going to be getting to know new characters with every episode. But, yeah, we'll see how it all plays out.
We just finished writing the season finale of episode 12, and I think you guys are going to absolutely love it. It's going to be our craziest episode yet.
We didn't officially finish writing it. We officially finished on Friday. We have
Yeah.
one more.
All
brain
right,
test.
all right, I'm jumping
We have
in.
one more
I'm jumping
round
in.
of people telling us, no, that's not working. No, that's not funny. Oh, that's more clear. That kind of thing, and then we'll rewrite again. But episode 12 we finish on Friday. So, but it is exciting because it feels like it's almost finished right now.
It is.
Okay, great question. Other questions coming in. And then we'll get to, I think, Neil and Jeff are here. Are you going to be making new T-shirts? I want a Tuttle Twins travel T-shirt and a More Taxes, More Problems T-shirt in adult XL sizes.
We did finish that design.
Time travel one. Yeah, the time travel design is finished. And he wants it in adult sizes. So we have that currently only in kids, right?
We need to roll that out.
I'm assuming he's referring to the one of the, like, from the poster, right?
Yeah, and the tie-dye kind of feels.
We only
I'm
did it
waiting
for
on
kids.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, we do want that in adult sizes. So if there's enough demand, for sure, we'll get around to
You know what? We're gonna roll that. We're gonna still be rolling out some surprises for you before episode 6 begins early next year.
Yep.
And so we will put that on the docket to get those shirts out to you guys before then.
Yep, awesome, man. And those NFTs continue to fly. We're almost down to 1,000. That's amazing. Okay, who is the old man on the backpack charm on Emily's backpack episode 3?
Is that Einstein?
I think it is. Yes, I'm pretty sure. I'd have to go back and look at it. So that's a detail that was included by our director, Tyler. And it is Einstein. I've confirmed that it's Einstein. That's how much I know about this show that I'm running. But yeah, there's some of those little details I actually find out a little bit after the fact that the directors are putting in, which are kind of fun. There's a lot of other little details in the show that sometime we can kind of dive into some of those.
If you can find a Ron Paul poster, find a Ron Paul poster in one of the episodes, you deserve a treat.
That's right. Okay, this one's yours, Johnny.
Okay.
Oh, we
next
know we
one. Could you share what topics will be subjected for season 2? When are you hoping to start funding for season 2?
Yeah.
So, we have a whole laundry list of things that we want to cover in season 2. We don't have a lot of them ready to share yet.
Yeah.
But really exciting ones. I just can't make any promises because I don't think we've really buttoned down which ones.
Yeah.
And in terms of funding, the great part is we are funding season 2 right now. Everything that you've done tonight to buy and fund and eventually sell and do merch and stuff, that is all funding season 2.
Yep.
So that's what's going to create the show and keep creating new episodes.
I will say along those lines, we did not cover the road to serfdom yet, and we did not cover education vacation, and we did not cover, I think there's one or two other. Yeah, there's we're under 1,000. That's amazing. we did not cover, I think, 1 or 2 other books yet, but there's a lot to explore coming up. So we're just as excited as you guys are for all of that.
And if you have any like historical figures you want to visit or you want to teach your kids about, let us know. And even the ones that are like less well known, we'd love to consider those.
Even some of the less well known ones are some of the most interesting, in fact. Okay, one last question. Is that what I'm hearing? And then we go to Neil and Jeffrey. Okay, if I put together a Derek prototype, how soon can we get him in production? Well, we do have a Derek prototype for a plushie.
We're making a plushie right now.
We're trying to get the details right, so it's something your kids will really love, will all love.
And you won't hide it in the closet.
It'll be coming next year. Yeah, we are working on that. But yes, it's as you guys know, everything's kind of messed up with the supply chains, and so we've been kind of moving to the things that we could get our hands on, like T-shirts and graphic novels and those things, as opposed to jumping directly into the toys. Okay.
Yep.
Great question. Okay, we're going to bring on Neil and Jeffrey and talk some NFTs. Here they are, representing with Tuttle Twins T-shirts.
I'm wearing actually.
Hey guys.
This is not.
We'll trade you shirts sometime.
Let's see. There it is. This is why we
So
can
we've got-
have nice.
That's amazing.
We've got Jeffrey and Neil Harmon. Yes, I'm related to them. We're all brothers.
Yeah, and if I can interject just real quick, just to give you guys all an update, this is a rough NFT launch. We've as you can tell, we had a number of little things, but we did basically three milestones. The first one was 600, and the second one was 1100, and the last one is 2300.
We thought we'd sell 600,
and we thought we'd sell 600, and maybe we would move into the second milestone. And now we're in the third milestone, and this is it. So this will be available.
So what we did is we took, was it 10 or 11?
It was 11 or 11 scenes.
11 scenes that we wanted, that Johnny and Daniel picked to be the ones, so that if you bought like 10 or 20 NFTs, you'd get a pretty good variety. And those 11 scenes were more frames than we ever thought could be sold. So we were like, let's just tier it. And now, if this 912 run out, we're just out of scenes that are prepped. Like, there's no frames.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the gold. That's the golden scenes that were selected by the creators.
And that means those scenes will never ever be sold. Like, those time frames in those episodes will never be sold again. You won't have access to the eyeless worm anymore in that part of the episode. You won't have access to that section of space part. Like, those frames will never be sold again.
Well, can I ask a question on that, Jeff? So they could be sold again, but they'd have to be sold by you guys, by all of you fans who own them.
Yeah, if we cheated.
And you can resell them on the OC or the Angel Market.
So in March of next year, it's in the FAQ. There's an FAQ that there should be a link on the site. But you want to in March 28th of 2022, we'll launch a marketplace. There's going to be an NFT marketplace where you'll be able to trade and buy and sell and make offers. Like, you'll be able to go and pick a frame you want, or you'll be able to create collections. Like, let's say you want every single time Derek's eating garbage, you want one frame from it. But we'll be announcing like different collections that if you collect certain frames, so like right now you're collecting a bunch for really cheap because this is a good sell.
For an example, this one right here, this is the one Johnny wants right here.
Yes.
Yeah. And I wanted one that Johnny's got, and Johnny's like, I'll trade you the one I've got for the one you want. So that trade, the ability to buy and sell and to transfer your NFTs to other people is coming in March.
Yeah, in March of 2022.
Yeah. Do I have your word on that, Neil, that you'll trade me?
I
just want it in writing somewhere.
So let me see. So along those lines, Neil, you've mentioned that it's kind of technologically, some of the stuff has been a little bit rough. Where can they reach out if they need help, if they've got a weird confirmation email, if they weren't able to buy for some reason? Where should they reach out?
Support@angel.com, and we'll do our very, very best to make things right. We cannot resell
Yeah,
anything
once
that's
they're
gone.
sold.
Once they're sold, we can't like go back and take them from somebody else and give them to you. So we're really sorry for anybody who's like struggling. We'll make sure that you can buy a different NFT that's really.
We'll probably ask Daniel and Johnny to pick some more great scenes to pull them from to take care of people who had an issue and don't get any tonight.
Yeah, because there may be a few people that, because we've seen a few bugs.
But these 853, this is it. And this site will be up. The angel.com/NFT will be up until midnight. And once they're gone, they're gone. If midnight comes, then we'll stop selling.
I think it's good.
Okay, that's awesome. And along those lines, if they want to put a comment in, if you want to put a comment in right now of a scene that you would like to see for the NFTs, that'd be great.
Yeah. If we missed your favorite,
we have our favorites. We've seen reactions in the comments in the past, but we'd love to see some of your favorites.
Yeah, and if you have questions about NFTs and the future of NFTs, like that's also something. We think that NFTs are like the future of Angel Studios, the future of Tuttle Twins. That this is where the entire industry is going to go. I mean, the industry's not there yet at all, but this is the future of film, and where the entire audience viewing the film gets to take part in the ownership of the creation. And, and the beauty of NFTs is you actually own them as soon as. So next year, it's in January, I think, sometime January 31st is when it will be minted into the blockchain. So what you're buying right now is a pre-mint, which means you're guaranteed to have a contract that says that this NFT you've got will be minted into the blockchain
in your name.
And and once it's minted into the blockchain, it's irrevocable from a programmatic standpoint. Right now, you do a pre-mint because you trust the person minting them, and you have an agreement. Like it's like the old school contractual agreements that every other business has done for 100 years. And then, but when you actually mint it into a blockchain, it's irrevocable. Like we can't take it from you. A court can't take it from you. There's no there'll be
a system where you can even take it outside of Angel's trading marketplace and take it to OpenSea or to some other place. So this is true ownership. But what's exciting about this ownership is all of us on this show. We love this show. My kids love this show. A great story. So who designed that shirt with Derek eating all the crayons and stuff? Anyway, I have a son who he saw that shirt. Okay, well, he from the day that he saw that shirt, he spent the next 2 weeks earning the money, and then the last day it was available, he bought it. And then
was he 9?
He just turned 10. So 10. He and then he wore it for 3 days straight after he got it in the mail. So excited about this shirt. But we all are excited about supporting this show. But what's cool about being a co-owner, essentially, of Tuttle Twins is that I now get to support the show, but I also own a little piece of it. And so as the show becomes successful, then the value of the show goes up. And not only does the Tuttle Twins benefit and the world benefit from the message, but I benefit from when I was in, here we are at the very beginning, 2021, the release of episode 5. And these 2,379 NFTs will be a part of history that will never be created again.
Mm-hmm.
And
some people will lose their private key.
Yeah,
they'll lose because one of the things about this, like if you're in Gmail and you lose your password, they have the ability to recover it. But if you pull your NFT out of the system and you have the private key, which is like a 12-word phrase or something, but you have these private keys. Some people will lose those, just like people lose the Disney celluloids. Once that key is lost, that frame is lost forever. So over time, the supply of these frames will shrink because you can go ahead and hold that up, Johnny. That'd be awesome if you hold up.
I was just going to throw it for effect.
Just shatter it and owe you $15,000.
I'm sorry, it wiped out. So when I first learned about this technology, the whole key and stuff was confusing. And Angel's going to take care of all that, and then there'll be
those who know how to do it.
There'll be frequently asked questions, and there'll be a way that if you understand NFTs and you want them to be in your own control rather than an angel. We'll be essentially a custodian of your NFTs,
like a bank for your NFTs.
Yeah,
right? Not a bank,
a bank, but we'll make sure that you have them and you can access them through your Angel account. And it'll only be the person who really understands this technology and says, "I want to pull mine out," and there'll be a way to do that. But don't worry about that stuff. We're gonna one of our goals is to make these as easy as possible to use and to appreciate and to share, and for ways for people to know. These people who bought these, we're down to 584. These people who bought these were there. They were there supporting the show, and that's an irrevocable piece of history now. That anyone who buys your NFT in the future, they'll be able to look through the history. And the ones that I own, it'll say Neil at the very first. It was first Angel and Tuttle Twins, and it went to Neil. And then when I go and trade it with Johnny, if Johnny can convince me to. Then it will say Johnny next, and it'll be a part of history. What that NFT did, and then
like I was just saying before, the other thing that we'll be building is a way for you to collect collections, so that the more NFTs you get, and the more you trade, the more valuable like your whole collection of, like, if you get one from episode 2, one from episode 3. I don't know exactly what all those collections are going to look like yet, because we'll be building more and more over time. But it's like games where you get added into the Cul-de-sac Kids Club if you have certain collections, and you get access to special merchandise if you have other collections. And none of this is promises. These are ideas still. Right now, it's about collecting the NFTs, and then we'll build out the collections when the trading time comes. But the more you have, the more valuable all of them become together, rather than individual ones separately.
So Jeff, for instance, if I collected all of Derek's from every episode, if I got a Derek from each episode, maybe there would be something that unlocks.
Some type of Derek collection that unlocks, yeah.
A Derek amazing thing, yeah.
Yes.
Talk to us about
idea mode here. In fact, we would love ideas from the crowd of what you would love to see unlock.
I'll tell you, I have a child who would love to see a way to buy an NFT. So let's say, for instance, that we made the NFTs that you own from episode 3 with the Derek eating the crayons and stuff. That if you own that NFT, you could still buy that limited edition shirt. Like you could buy, like if you bought it, then you could buy that a limited edition shirt. And I have one child who, because his older brother saved up and earned the shirt and got it in the mail, he was just bawling when he saw that shirt. And he's like, "I'm never going to be able to get this shirt ever again."
Oh, that makes me laugh and cry at the same time. Poor kid.
I felt bad for him. Anyway, we'll take care of him.
Somebody Johnny,
new kid ate my shoes is the one I want.
Oh, my new kid ate my shoes.
My kid loves that line. I like the scene with the raccoon not getting his beefsteak lamb.
Oh man, these are going fast. We're already almost down to
Derek
400.
attacking the camera as an NFT. That's a great one for episode 5. We love that one.
Yep. Those are really good ideas. And we'd love to see if you have any
NFT of Big Bog, since I'm his voice actor. Yeah.
All your loyalty points is revoked. Okay. If they pursue Ethan Corinne love-hate relationship, the scene with Corinne blushing would make a great NFT. Yeah. That's really fun. So hey, do we have any questions about NFTs specifically in the comments from people that are watching right now that we haven't answered yet? Because Jeffrey and Neil are okay. Okay, cool.
While those are up,
before they put those up, Jeff, I had one.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just one thought, so we were talking ideas, and one thing that got me really excited early on as we were talking is, in the show, if you notice, we really try and be very factual with the places we go. We'll be visiting Rosa Parks' jail cell in episode 9, and it's based off of historical pictures of that jail cell, right? Yep. And we have Gandhi's hut. That's what his hut looked like. We have a lot of those things that are real life places. And Edinburgh for Adam Smith. One thing that got me excited was this sort of Pokemon Go geo sort of gamification that we might be able to do in the future, where if you actually go and you visit one of these places, the app would recognize that and you would get an NFT. So it might encourage people to go look at history, go explore, get out there.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
It's a great idea.
It'll take a while to get there, but But
I'm just throwing it out there. Angel, you guys go build it.
We just give you ideas and then make your life miserable.
No, we love doing that kind of stuff. So I just wanted, so we sent out this survey and asked people, would you like to sell your NFT? These are the ones that were earned by viewers. There's been like around 5,000 of them earned.
Before you read those, I'll answer this question.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so when and how will you be delivering NFTs, including ones that were earned during the initial investments? So we're planning on minting the NFTs by January 31st of 2022.
And it will likely be on the Polygon network.
Yep.
The Polygon chain.
But they can see them now, like in their inbox, right? They can see right now what they got.
See them right there in their Angel wallet.
Pre-minting right now.
In their Angel wallet, that's right.
Yep, they can see the pre-minting now, and then you can, on January 31st, you'll be on a blockchain where you can move it into like a Ledger wallet or a Trezor wallet, or you can just keep it inside our system. It doesn't matter. Anybody who has the understanding to pull it out of the system is welcome to pull it out. But we'll also have our own trading market, our own marketplace, where people can make offers and sell and buy
and transfer and different things
and gift.
That's when that'll be really fun. So end of January will be the mint, and then in the end of March 28th will be when the trading goes live. That's the current plan.
Yep. I hope that helps.
Cool.
And more are great. Let me read a couple of these people. So 40% of people said that they do not plan to sell their NFTs at all, and that we had a question that said, "How long?" And they would be like, a few months, more than a year, and then most of them said, "I'm hodling for my posterity." Hodling is a term in the crypto world. For those that don't know, probably some like the story of the word hodl, because one of our chief operation officers, he was like, "You misspelled something, Jeff," and I was like, "No, that was intentional." So just so you know, hodl's a real word. It was some guy in the middle of the night with Bitcoin was like, hold it when it was crashing, when Bitcoin crashed. And this was like half a decade ago.
Yeah.
But he was either mistyped or he was drunk or something, and he wrote hodl. And the entire community was like, "Oh, hodl," and then it went crazy. And now it's actually in the dictionary. So
we'll do an episode on hodling, right?
An
episode on hodling.
So anyway, these people said that. So this person said, "It holds value to me and my family. I have hope for the success of Tuttle Twins, the Tuttle Twins series. Just hodling. I believe that this will be a collector's item. Been an investor early on, and the NFT is a bonus that we want to hold on to. I think it's pretty cool to own a part of cartoon history. My kids are collecting them, and they do not want to sell them. Want to hold it for myself as memorabilia as part of my investment. This is a mistake. I would like to save it for my child." And this is really interesting because I was reading about the Disney celluloids, and there was an aunt that bought this guy and his brother's Disney celluloids while she was at Disney. And he took it because he had no idea. It had just been sitting on his wall his whole life. And he took it to the art dealer. And the art dealer's like, "This is worth $12,000. And he's like, "What?" So these can be gifts. And I mean, these are the people who understand it. They're saying,
there's a question here. Will we be able to print and frame? So our VP of strategy, Ajay Marok, this is one of his goals. He'd really like to make it possible to print your NFT so you can have a physical representation of it. That's not a promise. Obviously, you can print the file yourself, but we'd like to make it a feature.
We're looking into it to where you could just click print and it just ships to your house.
Yep.
Yeah, I would like that. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, just for the record, we're down to 181.
161. You spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Guys, so I'd rather keep this special NFT as part of my status as an early backer of the show. It's the Tuttle Twins that is one of a kind. So I'm bummed I missed the other live streams to get NFTs from those. This person says, personal collection. I'd be interested in buying other people's NFTs. Will you let me do that? I won't sell mine.
Jeff, here's another question. We got one here on the screen.
history. Go ahead.
Okay, somebody thinks they have a duplicate NFT. So what can happen in animation is that sometimes in the animation, you'll have a moment that will cover 2 frames in the show. There will never be a duplicate NFT. There are 24 frames per second in a show, but sometimes you can have the same frame for 10 frames because the particular movement of the characters, it pauses for a second.
And this happened with Disney Celluloids. Right?
Yeah, it happened with Disney Celluloids as well.
You'd have some that look identical, but they're technically separate frames because they serve a different purpose.
That's right. So there only ever be...
And something you can do is you can always, if you only want one, you could always offload the other one to me.
Trade or sell.
Reach out to me next year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take donations at Johnny Vance.
The question is, will we still be getting NFTs through Angel Studios if we were one of the first 1,000? You will not be getting them from these golden scenes. You'll be getting them from a random other 1,000 frames from episode 5. That will still be the case for those who watched in the Angel app today.
How do you sell NFT gifts? So this is a really good question. So starting on March 28th, 2022, you'll be able to buy and sell in a marketplace your NFTs. For now, there have been some people, we've heard some people that have like Venmo'd each other money and said, as soon as this lets me transfer, I'm sending it to you. That's already happened. I've heard of one transaction for $200,
another for $50.
And then, but so those secondary transactions are happening, but there's not a way yet to like email it to a friend or to transfer it on the blockchain. So that will be possible in our marketplace on March 28th, but you'll be able to actually transfer it through, like, if you're really technical, like a wallet.
And obviously we have to disclaim
earlier.
That's the plan, March 28th. Because this world is pretty crazy.
Yeah, we could have things go. 74 left. Oh boy.
Well, thank you. I mean, 74 left. I mean, we've literally now gone through 2,300 frames. These are people. This is all of us getting behind these creators that we see in front of us.
Just last night, I was like, guys, I don't want to do 10 scenes because there's no way we're ever going to sell 10 scenes in the live stream.
Yes, you want to do 5.
I was like, just do 3 or 5 because that's all. Like, we don't want a whole bunch. And then everybody's like, no, it's fine. We don't have to sell them all. We just want people to have access to better variety. And now all 10 of those scenes.
Now look what you've done. We're planning on saving some of these, but
oh my gosh.
54 frames. That's just 2 seconds of frames left. That's 2 seconds of the show.
Yes. And what this represents is many of us here getting behind Daniel and Johnny and their team to create this show. We love this show. Thank you guys for what you've done, and thank you for giving us the chance to now get behind you in this way. So I'm speaking for everybody on this live stream.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, and if you're having a problem,
this is like an early Christmas gift for us. Like overwhelmed with gratitude right now with everybody supporting this. I want to tell a quick story. That someone posted on Facebook a story about their 5-year-old son, who had was playing with their cousins, and they were starting to play kind of roughhouse, like to the point where it's maybe getting just a little bit mean. And then the 5-year-old son said, "You guys shouldn't be mean to each other." I'm paraphrasing. You should be kind. You should watch Tuttle Twins and the Worms. And that's what he was telling his cousins that were playing a little bit rough. And those kinds of stories are really impactful to hear because that's really what we want to see. Is we can get this to the thousands and the millions of people out there because of this kind of support.
So opposite of that, Daniel, from the same episode, my 6-year-old daughter comes out. I come home from work, or I came out in the morning or something. I don't remember the time of day it was, but she's out in the hallway and she's like, "Dad, do you remember what Gandhi said in Tuttle Twins?" And I was like, "What did he say?" And she's like, "He said the one who throws the second punch starts the fight." Zion started the fight, which is her sister's name. She's like, she started it.
Kind of twisting the words there. Kids are smart.
Kids are too smart.
Awesome. Well, if we have any more questions, we'll take them now. But
I wonder, Neil,
Go ahead,
if the counter.
I think it looks like the counter's stuck.
Well, let me go check. You guys go ahead.
Right.
Take questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any last questions? Then we will adjourn this Tuttle Tuesday. How do I get my free NFT? So, yeah, if you were one of the first 1,000 people to watch the episode in the app, you will receive an email after this live stream in about an hour or two, and that will have your free NFT to your email address that you set up your Angel account with.
Yeah, but that happened with episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5. There's thousands of you that have received and earned those NFTs through the app. Okay. Any other questions?
now you understand that Tuttle Twins essentially, for supporting the show early on those live streams, giving out 5,000 frames. We sold 2,300 frames tonight for over $60,000. So that was a $120,000 gift for early fans of Tuttle Twins.
The problem is that there was a bunch of people who had abandoned the cart and left in their cart. So
Gotcha.
They had to go take the 39.
Sorry if you abandoned your cart and we kicked you off. It's like that time when you go grocery shopping, but you shop from other people's carts. That's what just happened.
So we just freed up the last 39. So if anyone wants to grab them, thanks again for this tremendous support.
Yeah, it's amazing. And thank you for joining us today. And hopefully your kids really loved the episode. And we are back in February.
We'll be back at the beginning of February.
First week of February is episode 6. And again, we'll be releasing an episode every single month.
Tell them what that episode is.
Oh, let's answer Rose. So Rose asks, why can't I buy a specific frame? So that's what the trading platform will be, is for you to go out and get the frame you want. So
Johnny, do you have the cards, the baseball cards?
Right here.
Yeah, when the baseball cards, we're using the same kind of system as a baseball card has. You don't know which cards you're getting. You buy a pack, and then you open it up and kind of find out which cards it is, and it's kind of a random mix-up.
You may get a super valuable one. You may get one that's worth tons of money, or you may get kind of a more bland one, or you may get one that just means something to you.
And the magic of tonight was that we wanted to stack the deck a little bit.
Yeah.
We wanted to give you
Play
guys
it better to your selective favor of it being some of the most popular scenes.
and reward early people. And you guys make this show possible. We couldn't do this without you, and we want you to share in the success as we grow.
Yeah.
Johnny, I think you need to answer that question. Daniel and Johnny do, because this would be a real world.
Will there be a membership-only aspect which gives real-world benefits to NFT owners?
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Well, yes, for sure. They'll be like, if you own enough NFTs, we've already got it in the roadmap where if you have a certain amount of collection, then you have discounts on merchandise and access to certain types of merchandise. But I think he's talking about maybe, so like there's this NFT collection online called the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and they made 10,000 NFTs of these apes. If John, if you could show a picture of that, that would be awesome. And in it, people who are part of this club, so there's 10,000 different apes they're all unique. And if you own one of these apes, you're part of a club. And then like the club rented a yacht outside of New York during an NFT conference, and everybody who was part of the Bored Ape Yacht Club could go on that yacht.
It was a real world benefit.
Yeah, that's a real world benefit. We don't know what the benefits are.
We'll do a Tuttle Twins train.
Train?
A Tuttle train.
Everybody drives a car. But yes, that kind of an idea is exactly where we want to go with what this whole concept is, that everything about NFTs should be to bring the community closer together. So somebody was saying, can I buy an individual one? We want it to where, unless you're buying like a pack of cards, that you...
we just
they're gone.
remain near zero.
Slow clap. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yep, there you go.
That's awesome. Finish your sentence, Jeffrey.
Okay, you can remove that now. We can leave up the number amount just so we can celebrate it. Sorry, I got excited. So the Bored Ape Yacht Club, that concept is that we want it to where if you're going to get a specific NFT, you need to do like Johnny and Neil are doing right now.
Yes.
Johnny is talking to a real person saying, hey, can I get this from you? And you have a real world like relationship and transaction that happens.
And we're going to enable that in March.
Yeah,
You'll be able to do that through the Angel platform in March.
I know that I was reading an article by Jeffrey Tucker where he talks about, he's an economist, and he talks about how the root of the word commerce is tied to peace, and that interaction between people creates, like, it's kind of a symbol of peace. And so we want people to be like talking to each other and negotiating with one another to get the exact NFTs they want, and being able to trade in the market will figure out the best collections and things. And anyway, so the idea of real life stuff happening is exactly the right way, because we want everything about NFTs to drive this community to be social. We've even thought of, like, now don't hold us to any of this because we just don't know yet.
Yeah.
But imagine if you showed up at a voting booth on the day to vote, and your phone recognized that you were at a voting booth on the voting day and gave you, like, upgraded your NFTs or something.
Or gave you a voting NFT.
Yeah, voting NFT, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's part of the Tuttle Twins community. So fun times ahead.
Yep. This is laying the groundwork right now. So an amazing day, a way bigger kickoff party for this than we ever thought would happen. And just blown away by all the support, and thank you. And
let's fund season 2.
Oh yeah, that goes a long way in helping us out. So Merry Christmas to you all and happy holidays, and thank you for joining us on this live stream. And we'll see you in the new year.
I'm so sick of this playlist.